Let me tell you, man, today's video is about luck. And I truly feel like luck is something you plan for. People that have luck have made plans previous to the luck happening. It's not something that just falls down and just people just become this great human out of luck, right? Luck happens to the planners. Luck happens to the planners. We ain't talking about lottery because that's out of this world, but just normal people, man. People have great things happen to them, and you're just like, man, that my man was always in the right place, the right time. I think a lot of people say it about me sometimes too. But just as far as just everything in my life, my wife, me, the things I've done, they like, James, you always getting lucky, bro. And when I really truly think about it, I don't feel like it's luck at all, man. It's a product of me planning. Just for a real life example, two things. Let me tell you how I purchased the apartments, right? I read a few books. I wanted to do something amazing in my life, and I just started planning. I read the commercial real estate books, and they told me what I could get and what was possible. And I went out to realtors. I called like 20 of them, and I told them what I wanted. And a few of them was like, man, you crazy. Most of them never called me back. And then the one guy, a young realtor, called me. Tyler, if you're in my group, welcome, brother. Called Tyler, and I told him what I wanted. He was like, told him who I was, where I was from, what my background was. I felt his aura on the phone just saying like, dude, you're stupid. like I could feel him like thinking like, dude, you out of your mind. Like, that's dumb. That's not available right now for you. Like, nobody's going to give $2 million to a guy that doesn't own nothing but his house. You've done no real estate before. You're absolutely crazy, And I truly believed that it was possible. I truly believed it was possible. And I got off the phone with him, and I remember feeling like I never talked to that guy again, But I felt good about standing my ground about how I felt about my life and what I was planning to do for myself, right? And lo and behold, I did it more times after I talked to him. I didn't let that conversation of him basically calling me young, dumb, and stupid, bring me down. I just kept rolling with it, right? And months later, like, I forgot about the conversation. I had still been preparing myself to own apartments previously, like during that time. He called me. He was like, dude, you won't believe this. I found you a deal just like you wanted. And I was like, ha, that, like, let's roll with it, right? And long story short, I ended up buying that place, exactly how I wanted it, right? It just fell into my hands. It was right off the street from my house. I had called 25 realtors, I had made my desire known to probably 15 people outside of realtors. Like, this is what I'm about to do with my life, So when it happened, it was kind of like, I was telling people about it, it was like, dang, you got lucky. But was it luck? Or was it a product of me planning to have that? Was it a product of me was it a product of me planning to get lucky? Think about that, man. Think about that. And as I got the apartments, that thing happened, and I lived my life, and I never thought about it again. It just, for me, it was just like I was manifesting things in my life, because it was hard. Like, it wasn't easy, but I manifested that in my life, and it made me way more confident in who I was as a person. Like, James, whatever you want, you can have. And this is 18. This is 2016 when baby was born. It's after that. That's when I started that process. So this is early 17, right? I'm like, it's nothing I cannot do, right? 18, come about apartments. I'm riding. I'm losing. You know the story. But I get through the apartments, man. And it's like I come to another point in my life. It's time to sell the apartments now because it's stressing me out. It wasn't what everybody had said that it was going to be. I wasn't, set for life. I was stressed out. My belly was getting fat. I almost had a stroke. I was working so hard because I just didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, it's time to leave, right? I was faced with another hard decision on how I was going to get the place sold, and get my money out and not take a big L, right? What did I do? I planned to sell. I planned to sell and make money, right? So I committed first to the plan. The plan was to do everything possible to get this place sold and get my money out. So what I do? I did everything possible. I called every bank I possibly could think of. I met with every bank in the city. I met with online banks, DSCR loans. I did all of it, bro. And it happened for me. Like, when that lady got up, if you don't know the story, I got up, I got an opportunity to talk about my apartments on a stage in front of realtor investors. I was just in there. Like, I met the lady. She said, hey, I'm gonna have a little meeting with investors because I'm trying to sell some of my buy here, pay here's. I can put your apartments in there if you want me to. Pay me a few dollars. Gave 100. She printed it up, put it in there. She said, hey, I'm gonna be a realtor. Fine, I don't care as long as it gets sold, right? I'm there. I'm doing everything possible. The plan is to do everything possible to get this place sold. Right? Get there, go in. They talking about it. She give them that, says, hey, this is the last one, not least. I was the last one, was the back page. Had like a big ad, you know. She's like, this is the big, this apartment's El Dorado, blah, 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 you know, cool. But it went so fast that she was like, hey, James, we got some more minutes. You want to get up and talk? Remember, like, I didn't expect it. I'm just coming there and just hoping to answer some questions. Somebody asked some questions, but I was like, shoot, hell yeah, give me the mic. So I get the mic. There's a lot of people here. It's probably 60 people here. And these all the real estate investors or, you know, small time, big time, whatever. I get on stage. I get in there, start talking about my apartments, you know, and like, hey, what I've done to them. I know what they look like, but they look more amazing now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Say, come see me, blah, blah. I give my name, address. I say, hey, I got Airbnbs now. It's such it's a beautiful place and it makes a lot of money. Let me tell you what sold my apartments, man. I was on stage. I talked about this. Another real estate investor's dad was in the audience. Oh, no, a real estate investor. Her dad worked for the oil refinery in El Dorado. She gets up and says, hey, what he said is true. And those oil field workers is going to be there another 2 years. Bro, every investor with some money in their ears perked up. They was like, what? This can be a great opportunity to make money. I sold them apartments to one of them dudes in there, full price. 4 months later, I sold my apartments to one of those dudes in that room, full price, and I made a shit ton of money, basically. What I would have made in 5 years, if I'd have been getting the money, I made it all on that day of sale, right? It's like, you think about that, and I was like, dang, was it lucky that I sold my apartments to that guy in that place? Or was I just having to be in the right place at the right time, and that lady stood up and had my back, gave me that unsolicited third-party endorsement. That third-party endorsement sold the apartments. I did not plan for that, right? You could say it was luck, but was it? Or was it me committing to the plan of doing everything possible to get that place sold? So when that lady said, James, do you want to get up? Did I create that luck? Because if I wouldn't have got up and said nothing about those apartments, who knows where I would have been? So did I create that luck? Think about that, man. Think about your life, bro. And think about when you make a plan to have something happen in your life, you the person that create the luck, bro. If you don't commit to doing the things that you need to do, how can luck find you? That's God finding you because you put your step, you took the first steps and he helped you get it. He knew what you wanted, but was you committed? I was committed, bro. It was nothing I wouldn't have done. You know, if they'd have said a foot race, I'd have took the shoes off and ran for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I purchased, I would have been in there. I would have created that. I would have did everything possible to get that place sold. So when I tell a story, they like, oh man, you got lucky that lady was there. Well, did I? Or did I manifest that? With my plan. That's the video, man. I know I went a little long today, bro, but I hope that helps you out, man. Life is not about luck, man. It's about planning. Don't think the man that's in front of you did more or he just happened to stumble upon an opportunity. He probably subconsciously created that luck and he didn't know how to tell you about it. So that's the video, man. And let's get better, man. I love you.